Hey YouTubers, xFactor here, and I finally arrived home from the Battlefield 4 private reveal party in San Francisco. It was a crazy day and a half, didn't get much sleep, got home, slept 8 hours in my own bed, felt like $1,000,000 when I woke up today after catching up with my job, my career. So we're going to crank this out and feature some Little Bird footage, which for those of you who do not know, this used to be a flying bathtub for me. It was a death wish. I'm horrible at jets, but getting better. Really bad at helicopters. And if there's a stat to track light poles killed in game, I'm probably top dog in the world. It'd be hard pressed to find somebody who's better than eradicating those filthy light posts than myself in the flying bathtubs. Am I good yet? No, but I am getting better, and I'm kind of proud of that. So we're going to talk about something that I saw an experience when I was out there at the private reveal event in San Francisco, and it's marketing based, my forte, my bread and butter. So when we went out there, I knew levelcap was going, I knew pwnstar for hire was going. When I got out there, I met WoodysGamertag, I met Jay from PixelEnemy, and I met Stungravy. So there's 5 guys who live, eat, breathe Battlefield. So, obviously rumor mill as such, you're in the hotel room, you're talking to people, and you hear, well, there's 35 Call of Duty players coming out here. There's a ton of Call of Duty players come out here. And, various people are talking about it. And my thought process is awesome. And I'm going to explain why here in a second. But before we do that, let's go back in time with what Battlefield was and where most of us came from. When the Battlefield titles first started rolling down the pipeline, the sales were minimal. Million here, $1.5 million there, 3 million there. Nothing really to write home about. Successful, yes. Making money, yes. Potential life for a series, yes. But when you compare that to the 20 to 50 million copies each Call of Duty, Black Ops, Modern Warfare game would sell, that's peanuts. So let's fast forward a little bit. We get to Battlefield 3, and the first 2 weeks, there are 10 million games sold. Right there alone made that the fastest selling and the largest selling Battlefield game to date, just off the first 2 weeks of sales. Fast forward a year and a half later, and according to one of the EA workers that I talked to for an extensive period of time, it's more like 22 million total copies sold for Battlefield 3. That's impressive. Battlefield 3 is a really good product. Obviously, the technology is there. Do we wish the developers had spectate mode, pro mod, patch more frequently? Yes, but the building blocks are here. Guess what else is here? The piggy bank to push the next game. With success typically comes more success if you plan and think about your next couple steps. And we're here for the next couple steps. So, we get out to San Francisco. We all meet up. We have a nice little dinner together. I have some nice chicken shawarma, and, we devoured some Mediterranean food lightning fast before we got to go to the event. And, we get over there, and I don't know Call of Duty. I don't follow it. I know some of the people there. I got to meet and talk to WoodysGamertag along with levelcap and a couple other guys. That was very entertaining to learn what, kind of that side of the coin is like and what he's learned, because there's guys there with million-plus sub counts, 500,000-plus sub counts left and right. And, the thing, people, I've seen some of the tweets and stuff going back and forth. Well, why aren't there more Battlefielders? They had a budget they had to stick to. And for them to bring out 5 Battlefielders, 6 Battlefielders or so, that's great. Could they have brought more? Sure. But that takes away from the other budget, which would benefit us more, I believe, and that's that Call of Duty budget, because they're really going after the market share. DICE and EA are taking a crack at being king of the hill for Battlefield 4. And how are they doing it? Well, let's explain it. These guys with these 500,000 million-plus sub counts were all over the place. These guys have tons of viewers that are Call of Duty, kind of gravitated. Most of these guys are Call of Duty channels. 95+% of their gameplay is Call of Duty. Woody started playing Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3, and he truly enjoys it. He's struggling with it. He's talked about that, but he truly enjoys the skill level and the difference that it takes to be able to succeed at this game. So all these COD players came, hang out, watch the show, and they all hung out with each other. But guess what? They're all going to be talking Battlefield 4, good, bad, or otherwise, whether it's for them or not for them. they're going to be talking about it on their channel, showcasing a potential video or two or footage of them being out in San Francisco. That's good for us as a Battlefield community, because what does it help do? It helps turn more people on to Battlefield the series. There's a lot of people who assume that have never seen the game, that play Call of Duty, said, well, that game's not for me. I don't want to play that. That's sissy shit. Well, then they see footage that they've never seen before. They'll be like, holy shit, that's pretty intense. Maybe this is worth a try. Not to mention, if you go on any major Call of Duty channel, there's 50 to 100 of them. I mean, again, I don't pretend to know the Call of Duty, community. If you go on any of those channels and look at their ad that plays before any video, guess what? There's a 50% chance it's Battlefield 4 related. They are going after, DICE and EA are going after the bull, grabbing it by the horns and says, you know what? We're sick of sitting back. We're going to create something new, Battlefield 4. We're going to reinvent FPS. We're going to improve upon what we have. It's going to be more intense. There's going to be more open play, and that's one thing they stress in the single player is the openness of the world. There's a lot more options now. And they're going to go after this and say, hey, buy this game, you won't be disappointed. So if they brought out X amount of Battlefielders, more, we're Battlefielders. We're already all about the game. We're in tune to it. You know, we follow different guys around. We follow the Battlefield community itself, you know, on the Facebook and the Twitter. So we'd already know about all this stuff. But it's more about turning on guys who have no clue about what's coming down the pipeline and getting it in front of them. So could the money have been spent better by bringing out 10 more Battlefielders? Probably not. I think it was spent wisely. Would it have been cool to meet more people? Absolutely. That would have kicked ass. But at the end of the day, when I look at this from a marketing standpoint, I think EA and DICE did an amazing job of their strategy of focusing on the Call of Duty community and franchise, because it's going to do nothing but improve, you know, where we're at as our community. How is that? The more units Battlefield 4 sells, the more money the developers have to play with, because they get a percentage of sales. More than likely, it gets stuck into a development piggy bank, marketing piggy bank, and that's the way most of this stuff is structured. There can be a hard limit cap, but there's usually not. It's usually percentage based. So 2% of sales can go to R&D, 15% of sales, 20% of sales, probably 15, goes to marketing. And that's what really pushes the dollars. So as we get closer to beta, which, you know, according to Crash's tweets and several sources, it's, you know, gonna be early fall. Is looking like we're gonna see more ad campaigns, multiplayer details, multiplayer gameplay, anything and everything that you can think of. So the marketing grab was a success. The videos are already being posted by the Call of Duty crowd in the community, and I welcome everybody that wants to man up and become a Battlefielder, because we all know, I played Call of Duty, I played Black Ops, it's a higher skill set, it takes more skill to play Battlefield, and I'm proud of that. I don't play the easy game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on the marketing strategy that DICE and EA is going for, the power grab, and I'm going to have a lot of videos over the next couple days, including a couple stories from San Francisco, and some footage that I captured while I was running around San Francisco, walking around in awe, because I used to live there. I grew up there. We'll see you soon, Battlefielders, and hopefully new Battlefielders. Take care, guys.